ship continues to fly over Chicago as if it's a tour or something. Couldn't it have not flown over Chicago? Could it have gone to, I don't know, space? Why would millennia-old robot aliens have a similar visual aesthetic take on nights and nightdom? On a ship the size of Texas, an idiot from Texas will now accidentally trigger an important thing.
I surrender!
Lucky-ass Sword fires photon torpedoes here. In the next scene, Sword will prepare them breakfast and figure out how to get Tessa her scholarship money. Now back to the tonguing the girl's leg scene.
The arms of this night ship detach. We can break free. It's a separate ship.
Well, of course it is. Detaching from the main ship is what good prisons do.
Don't look down!
Impossible and impractical advice.
You are not 18 years old yet, and you're gonna do what I say!
Oh good, only a few families will die from this, but thank God Tessa's okay. I'm not all that surprised ex machina. Did no one during the production step forward and say, you know, real people would actually fall and die here? This is kind of impossible. Not even one of the extras or a grip. I'm going to pause the movie a moment, put an arrow here pointing at this building logo, and implore the film to read these letters aloud to itself. We interrupt this Transformers film to bring you a little Spider-Man. I honestly did not expect that, but it's still shitty and sinful. Are we really just destroying Chicago again in another Transformers movie?
Yeah, going wild!
That's great, kid. Don't get cocky. Drivers honking are oblivious to alien technology flying past them. See, I don't think human beings could survive this either. And definitely not this, but hey, Blue Cross Blue Shield on the scene, so maybe anything's possible. Also, Chicago went back to normal almost immediately after the big huge alien ship had everyone running and scared for their lives a minute ago. And the ship never left the skyline. Did the CIA somehow tell all of Chicago, don't worry about that alien ship? I know you're scared after aliens destroyed the city nearly 5 years ago, but go back to what you were doing. Nothing to see here. This is an orgy of evidence that Michael Bay is a whore who turns tricks for money.
You better have insurance.
Wah, wah.
Prepare for interstellar launch.
Dude, I have been preparing for the launch of that movie since the fucking cast was announced. I am pumped. Oh, you're not talking about the movie, are you?
Lockdown will be in deep space before he realizes I'm gone.
But why? Lockdown's lack of curiosity about all the shit that went down just a minute ago is a curious plot oversight even for this movie. And seriously, this ship doesn't know when its smaller ships are detaching from it? Worst alien ship ever. How the f*** is Optimus totally okay right now? He couldn't even move his arms after the lockdown attack, and then he was immediately hung upside down in a prison.
You CIA guys are really subtle.
Movie continually points out the stupidity of its characters and plot as if that makes it okay. Isn't this the same space lab that Optimus and the others destroyed 30 minutes ago? They cleaned that up in no time.
Within that man-made prototype I fought, I sensed the presence of Megatron.
Well, duh. Was it because he has Megatron's face, maybe?
They hooked me up to Megatron, and that mine wasn't as dead as they thought.
Thanks for waiting a super long time to share this crucial information, dickweed.
That's just Megatron reincarnated.
You knew this and you didn't warn them?
Little girl, you can go to a pretty dark place when you're on death row.
Just like the screenwriter went into a dark place where he couldn't see that he wrote this illogical nonsense.
Going after the seed.
Wait, the seed?
My sentiments exactly. Why not the Matrix of Leadership, or the Allspark, or the Pillars?
Our creators destroyed your world to make us.
According to dictionary.com, destroy is a verb, meaning to reduce an object to useless fragments, a useless form, or remains, as by rending, burning, or dissolving. Injure beyond repair or renewal, demolish, ruin, annihilate. Does that sound like what happened to Earth?
He wants to detonate that seed in the biggest city and kill millions.
Let's talk about Megatron's plan. It's dumb and requires way too many lucky things to happen for it to work. The end, in case you confused it with Beijing, Sweden.
Next month, we detonate safely in the Mongolian desert.
Does she not already know this shit? Also, he made a video or a PowerPoint presentation for every single step in his evil secret plan, didn't he? It's not a Transformers movie if we don't bed down for the night somewhere unconventional and have a heart-to-heart relationship conversation no one cares about.
Thought it'd always be enough to protect her, but I won't be. I'll never be. So somebody better be.
Wow, he turned around on this issue in a hurry. When did he get Tucci's personal phone number? And how has this phone he's using not been lost or destroyed 15 times in this movie already?
Hijack part of my ship. How did you let this happen?
Honestly, how did you let this happen? Your ship has awful security and no sensors or alarms. Those bastards could have played laser tag on your ship and you wouldn't have noticed.
Together we're going to end human warfare. We're about to build a fully automated U.S. Army.
Harold tells Joshua a bunch of stuff that is surely already understood between them and was kept secret from the audience for basically no reason.
Find Darcy and bring your car around downstairs, quietly.
Oh, f*** you.
Go find my seed.
Phrasing? Why do they even ever need to take a robot form? Or any solid form at all?
Detonate the seed in the largest city.
And then the rest of the movie takes place in Hong Kong, which is not only not the largest city in the world, but not even in the top 5 largest cities in China.
When I fixed you, it was for a reward, for money. And it was me making a mistake.
Yeah, but the alternative was either turning him in for a reward, a mistake, or turning him in out of the goodness of your heart, which would also have been a mistake. Let's not also forget all the mistakes that these dumbass Autobots make too, especially that asshole Bumblebee. That said, I don't know why Optimus Prime would be moved by this speech. In every movie, the mistake is stupidity, and there ain't no cure for that.
I'm asking you to look at all the junk and see the treasure. You gotta have faith, Prime, in who we can be.
4 Transformers movies this bloated and stupid, and they've made $3.7 billion worldwide. That's seeing the treasure in the junk. But that doesn't make me have faith in humanity. Also, Puny Human has to give the seeing the potential in humans pep talk to Optimus fucking Prime, the guy that invented the seeing the potential in humans pep talk. Also, this is really all any Transformers or Superman movie has to offer in the way of a moral. The director said, let's have you eat a donut in every scene. It'll make you look like even more of a fat fuck. Now we're in a damn Bourne movie. I seriously think Bay just tries to one-up other action films, and he's just using the Transformers series as a vehicle to that end.
Find my seed. It's here.
If you know it's here, then why do you need help finding it? You can obviously sense its presence.
Who the hell's aboard that?
Impossible.
Nope, not only possible, but about 95% probable.
Brothers, it's the Autobots. Shoot them down.
How do you know it's them? This is a piece of lockdown ship. You've been a sleeping truck most of this movie. Why did Cade make this trip? He's actually, and I can't believe I'm saying this, more useless than Sam Witwicky. He doesn't have any special artifacts or knowledge or skill at killing Decepticons. He could have stayed in the US and kept his family safe, but nope, he has to make the trip to China for some reason. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. Even the transforming is lazy now. If I wanted to see the constant recreations of that stupid scene from The Covenant, I'd go to YouTube, find the official trailer, and skip to the 156 mark constantly. How is he missing? Why doesn't he still have his badass alien gun? And the humans in this movie are harder to kill than the Transformers. Garage Inventor holds his own versus a highly trained CIA guy.
It's time for reinforcements.
You had access to these reinforcements this entire time and you didn't use them already? Is it really that hard to map out an action scene so that I know where everyone is? Oh look, Optimus reached the level 4 boss. I hear he's tough to beat, but if you have enough mana, you can usually get through it. It only took 10 hours of Transformers movies for Grimlock to show up.
We're giving you freedom!
One punch is all it takes to break the will of this pussy Dinobot. You sure you want this thing in battle with you? Being so easy to defeat and all?
Got your fortune cooking?
That's definitely racist.
No! Impossible!
Reincarnation of Megatron somehow forgot the last 3 movies when his plans were foiled, usually due to horrible planning.
Attack!
Fire-breathing technique could also have roasted Bumblebee, but f*** it.
Get that seed safely to the hills.
Why don't you f***ing take it? Wouldn't that be safer, faster, smarter, a better idea in almost every way?
We gotta call the central government for help.
We also have to speak English for one of the 4 sentences in this scene for some reason. Wait, this ship had this magnet thing and Lockdown didn't want to use it to vacuum Optimus Prime up the million or so times he had the chance to capture the guy? Just in case you confused it with Beijing, Alberta, Canada. Pterodactylbot somehow misses the amazing pull of the magnet even as it flies directly into its path. Entire boats are flying up, but this small vehicle somehow finds a way to avoid getting sucked into the air.
It's sucking up metal and dropping it.
Is Lockdown sitting near the magnet and surveying all the junk that comes into the ship and saying, nope, not Optimus Prime. That's not Optimus Prime. That's definitely not Optimus Prime. Send it all back down. We'll do this as inefficiently as possible until the movie calls for me to do something else that's stupid.
Go to the magnet.
Oh, now the magnet works on the car. Kelsey Grammer shows up to a random spot in Hong Kong where he can make his presence felt in the plot again. Or does he? Optimus, up to his eyeballs in fighting Lockdown, manages to sneak a shot to kill Harold before he blows away Cade. Cade runs up to this wall to shoot Lockdown, and it turns into a completely different wall in the next shot. But that's not so disturbing. Who the f*** is this dude? Where did he come from? Is he the ghost from 3 Men and a Baby? Handy truck with tow cable is available at the site, and Shane and Tessa figure out a convoluted plan to use it in like 5 seconds after seeing it.
Yeah, tell her right on my ass.
You haven't done anything yet. Lockdown has missiles and shit, right? Why was he trying to do anything else to Cade right now? In fact, he could probably blow up the truck while he's at it. There's really no reason he has to lose this fight.
You see my face, your life is done.
Then do it already!
We shall meet again, Prime.
Can't wait to hear what bullshit artifact exists in the next movie that will bring these crazy kids back together.
For I am reborn.
The movie's main villain turns out to not actually be important to this story in any real way.
We don't have a home, Dad.
I might be able to help you with that.
Aren't you going to jail for, like, forever?
I shall take it where it can never be found.
That Parallax Planet.
Will we ever see you again?
Only if they greenlight a 5th movie before this one hits theaters. Oh, wait. This motherfucker can fly! Just like the original cartoons, but not the first 3 movies of this franchise.
Leave planet Earth alone, 'cause I'm coming for you.
Do you mean that Transformers 5 might actually have the chance to be about robots fighting this time? Instead of some stupid human drama that gets in the way? Because I'll sign up for that, as long as it's not 15 hours long like this one.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
You think maybe something should never be invented?
Truck guys, as dependable as the trucks they drive.
It's been sucky around here lately. But we're gonna be fine, sweetie. You just gotta keep believing, okay?
Until you.
Go ahead, Brian. I am listening.
I'm an inventor. This could be a game changer for me. Say hi to your mother for me, okay?
Listen, people, do you have any idea who you're dealing with? This is Jason Bourne.
How did they find the island?
You'll have to ask them when they get here.
I don't have to ask. You brought them here.
Welcome to Mindhead. Welcome to Mindhead.
Look, I want a lawyer.
I want a lawyer, man.
You can't scare me with this Gestapo crap. I know my rights.
I always knew you were tough, but tricking the probe by hiding under the bones of another super? Oh, man! I'm still geeking out about it. You got the touch! You got the power!
Must go faster.
Cause my daddy taught me good.
There are no good aliens or bad aliens, Jaeger.
It's just a bunch of guys.
I'll get you next time, Gadget. But whenever you look to the stars, think of one of them as my soul.
By the way, I'm totally legit. I just got picked up by Red Bull.
Red Bull gives you wings.